Hello, beautiful souls. For this reading, I'm going to do a tune in about aligning to the energies of a new vision. This is set for the immediate future. I hope this reading brings you insight, clarity, understanding, and confirmations for where you are on your path at this time. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below. I will also sometimes pin them, but they'll always be in the description box, so you can look at them there, as well, also as ways to connect with me further. If you want to connect for a reading or to do some deeper inner work or find out more about the way I assist and guide on the soul path. As always, use your own intuition and your understanding, and I just say that just to reinforce it. I know that you know that this collective is very awake, aware, and conscious, so I do appreciate you spending the time with me to share my gifts and to connect into the message that is coming through for you. So since it is a general reading, go with what connects most to you, what you're drawn to, what resonates for you, and what is aligned to you. Okay, so let's look at the cards closer. I think you can probably already see them, but we've got the Empress here for soul story number 1. You have Sunstone. Soul story number 2, you have the Magician, Lapis Lazuli, whoopsie, and soul story number 3, Wheel of Fortune. And you have Malachite. So connect in, choose the cards or crystals that most resonate for you. There will be an attunement and alignment meditation after this if you want to do a meditation and then look at the cards, or just do the meditation just as part of your spiritual practice. All the attunement and alignment meditations I do are to connect into the soul, to activate the soul. They're soul activating, to activate that aspect of your spiritual essence and being. Anyway, soul story number 1, number 2, number 3, connecting in, choosing the cards or crystals that most resonate for you at this time to receive the messages that are the highest vibrational consciousness, directive, and illumination for you. Radiant light, take this time for yourself to attune to the frequency of your soul and through your higher self, the expanded dimensional aspect of your being. Connect into your soul. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel yourself anchoring and centering inside. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel the anchoring, healing light of spirit within. Each in-breath you are tuning into the soul's signature frequency, and each out-breath you are aligning through the dimensional aspect of your higher self to your soul. You are now more easily and effortlessly connecting into the dimensional frequency of your soul, releasing, relaxing into the higher self. You now begin to feel more calm, comfortable, and guided inside. Now when you're ready, take a deeper breath in your own pace, pattern, and flow. Pause as you go deeper inside, and in your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, breathe all the way out, feeling the healing light energies of spirit within you, nurturing your soul, connecting you body, mind, spirit. Now release the breath. Let your breath go to its own natural rhythm and feel your own rhythm, your own internal timing, knowing that you are guided through your soul As you align more to your own internal timing, rhythm, and flow, you are guided to the most life-enhancing soul experience and soul expression. Feel the energy of the higher dimensional aspect of you. Feel yourself guided, directed. As you make your choices, feel guided and directed, peaceful and calm inside. Hello, Radiant Soul. This is Soul Story number 1. It's interesting. I normally have music on in the background because I'm very connected to sounds and tones. And I'm feeling silence. So there's something about opening up in the silence, or spending time more in silence will activate you. Just really listening to the silence, even being in nature and opening up. Now, you did have the Empress, so that's interesting because the Empress represents fertility, fecundity, growth, abundance, birthing. But you know, part of the lusciousness is being in this forest. The Empress is usually in a forest or a garden, someplace where there is nature and there's growth. So this could also have meanings for you, how to align more energetically with what's coming in through you. I am getting the message, and very clearly, that this next level of soul activation for you to align to this new vision is like you're kind of sitting in it. So Spirit is saying, don't try too hard, don't push, be and express, and flow like her gown. Flow where your attention goes, flow where the energy is, flow where the inspiration is. That's your guiding force at this time. It's a very powerful force for you. Now, when you have yellow, that is the mental realm. So this is telling me that, yes, you've been working on something. Maybe you've changed your thoughts, your mental constructs, your ideas around something, or you're using your thoughts in a very life-affirming way, in a very positive way, perhaps even in a creative way. Are you the writer, the mystic? The call for you to align to this new vision. And for some of you, it's the same vision, but something is changing because you've gotten a new message. You know, and the Empress has the scepter or a wand here. So you are still directing energy, but you're doing it more organically or by your organic flow, what is more natural to you, your true nature. So there is a lot about you understanding your own flow state. You know, what keeps you in a flow so that you're not burnt out? Because the Empress also has a lot to do with self-care. Okay, self-understanding, care of the body, taking care of oneself, and seeing the body with the white here gown as holy, as sacred, as something, you know, an instrument of the soul. So this is a lot about taking care of yourself, focusing on the mental, emotional aspect of you, but also the physical. And then you've got the river here. So you could be getting some more, you know, divine downloads or more inspiration or more ideas. I should do that, or I want to do this, or really aligning for this new emerging consciousness as that it's coming through as a new vision for you has a lot to do with creativity, growth. Look where you can grow. Look where you can expand. Look where you can create. Look where you can connect with others. Look where you can bring your love, soul light. Focus also integrating more of what you love to do with that Venus energy, right? And Venus in Taurus, it's your look, your physicality, your material possession. There's an upgrading and an up leveling for you. Now, this I'm setting for the immediate future, but this is also aligning to this new vision, right? Neptune and Saturn and Aries, and especially it starts anchoring in with the Neptune-Saturn conjunction. Now, we've had this energy has been building, and just looking at it astrologically or through the tarot is just one lens. It's just an interpretation of what's going on. Just like I'm not the messenger, I'm tapping into a message. I'm tapping into what's happening. as well as other people are, as well as you are. So the sunstone also has a lot to do with connecting into your creativity. And so I just feel with this soul story, this story that's evolving for you is kind of being really more inspired and passionate in life. And I don't know that I'm going to say in a huge, like, woo way, it could be like a quiet, like, we'll see when the tarot cards come out, because I almost feel like also like Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, like you're doing your work and you're enjoying it. Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. You're doing your work, you're enjoying it. You're doing whatever you're doing and you're enjoying it. You're taking care of yourself and you're enjoying it. You're taking care of your body and you're enjoying it. You're eating better. You're connecting on a deeper level with yourself, your life, and those in your life. So really this up-leveling for you and aligning to this new vision has a lot to do with upgrading and updating your life in a way that feels nurturing, kind, loving, abundant, and creative, more soul expressive or self-expressive. You may find yourself a lot more artistic or being drawn to art, music, kind of like refinement or the finer things in life. Or many of you may find yourself that you want to be more around artistic people, or more art or music, or you want to enjoy that, or you want to be more in nature. So in one way, Soulite, I do feel like there's a slowing down of things, but I also feel a speeding up. So you might be more mindful, more contemplative, but you actually may get more done in your life. Oh, look at this, seasonal harvest. To me, that really ties in. So aligning to the vision, the energetics for you is just to start knowing, trusting, believing it's coming in, it's happening. Whatever it is you're creating, you're manifesting. You are in a cycle of receiving, drawing in, and experiencing. That doesn't mean you're not going to have to initiate or put in consistent effort or persistent effort or follow through and follow up. You will, but there's a different energy to it because you're going to see growth. You're going to see very, very soon, if you're not already. Many of you may be going, yeah, Michele, this is already happening. I'm already seeing this. I'm already experiencing this. Okay, I want to look at the energy to connect in with. So we'll get a little bit more on that. So we've got this flowy kind of, I'm in touch with the ability to receive, not push. Even if this doesn't matter if you're very yang energy, masculine. It's the ability to initiate or follow up, follow through, or even and then pull back or see the results. One of the things that's going to help you align to the vision that's coming in from spirit, through you, through your soul, navigated by your higher self, is for you to look around and see what's grown, what's changed, where have you extended, where have you expanded, where have things gotten better. So the frequency for you of the loving law of allowance, allowing more, and appreciation or gratitude. And I even say beyond gratitude, I like to use appreciation, because appreciation, when we appreciate something, we put value to it. It's not just thank you, gratitude, thank you. But when I say I really appreciate this, or I appreciate this, appreciation says that there's a value, not just a thank you, but a value. Now, this is interesting. You've got Water Dragon manifesting your dreams. 29:11. So you need to see, this is the manifestation of your dreams, and seeing that your dreams are manifesting, or seeing the seeds that you're planting take hold and grow, the seedlings grow, is going to align you. Okay, what did the guide say? I see it and I believe it, and I believe that it is so. So as you see it and believe it, you're connecting into this energy, and that's shaping your reality. That's creating your reality, creating the abundance. So, or aligning to the abundance. But whatever you're doing is aligning you to the abundance. So I'm also getting here, I'm going to take two for you. Earth Rabbit, in harmony with the season. And you have seasonal harvest. So pay attention to your own energy, your own biorhythms, right? Your own energetic flow. Are you better in the morning? Now, a lot of you could be changing. I know that's happened with me. I changed my schedule, my routine. You know, it just was natural. And what's interesting is that I used to do more individual or personal stuff in the morning, but I had quite a full morning. And then I started doing it earlier in the morning and then leaving a certain space. And then I started getting a lot of clients out of the country. So I had that space open. So pay attention to your schedule, your routine. It may be that is something new is coming in. There's some kind of rearranging of that. Now, for some of you, it could just be when you eat breakfast or where, you know, or get up and have water before you have your tea or coffee or whatever it is. Maybe it's if you work remotely, there's something changing in your schedule. So there's definitely a schedule change that is much more aligned to this new vision that's coming in. And Spirit is saying, how can you flow with that more? Flow with that. Flow with what's happening, Soulite. Again, there's a very nurturing, calm energy to this. And I feel like that is the energy in the center of you. No matter what's going on, how hectic in your life or the world, there is this quiet, calm place. There is this place of flow, of steady spiritual connection and soul alignment. And when you're connecting to that, you're activating your soul. Okay, we've got partnership. So that connects in 31-4 with that Venus, Taurus energy, and Libra. Some of you could have Venus in Libra or Venus in Taurus, or you may have prominent Taurus or Libra placements in your chart. The Saturn and Neptune could be transiting your 7th house of partnerships. So part of I get this. Wow, aligning to the energy of the new vision has to do a lot with you with partnerships, groups, coming together with others, sharing your gifts, loving partnerships, creative partnerships, collaborative partnerships. Now, I am seeing this for some people quite a lot because we are in the great gathering. We're in the phase of coming together, of gathering and bringing our gifts. And I'm almost thinking with you, like you're getting stuff, you're going to a party, or you visit friends, or you're going to a potluck or dinner party or picnic or something, and I'll bring this, I'll bring the flowers, or I'll bring the basil, right? I'll bring whatever. I'll bring I've got some great vegetables in the yard, I'll bring. So you're bringing your gifts. So this is an honoring of your gifts. You're moving into a level of appreciating yourself and your gifts and valuing your gifts, and perhaps extending or expanding your gifts into the world, that you're doing more of, I just heard sight unseen. So some things you're going to kind of be so inspired to do. It's like you're saying yes more. Yeah, I'll do it. Yes, I'll show up. So I feel with this group, you're really getting over such a level of maybe even being held back. Okay. Yeah, friendship, more important. Look at that. You find great support and love in your friendships. The people around you provide warmth and belonging. That's that Empress energy. So this is how you're going in the world now, is this Empress energy. You're connecting into that aspect of you. And connecting into that aspect of you, really brings in a focus of your dreams, your goals, your desires. It brings you more into that place of opening. That's the biggest thing. This is like being open to life and what life has to give, open to fulfillment. For some of you, it's I'm going to try again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try out new things. I'm going to make another attempt. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Some of you, it's like you've been trying something, you've tried it out, and you're committed now. You're going, I'm going to do it. So there is no shame in trying something out. Don't be afraid to just try something. You may or may not like it, or you might want to edit something. I try a different angle with my tripod. I try it out. I try a different type of reading. I try different things to see, do I like it? How much do I like it? How much does it bring me what I want where I am in my life right now? And then I make a commitment. So I give myself permission. I'm very connected to my inner child, the spontaneous aspect of me, the creative. I try new things. Some things I keep doing, some things I go, nah, I don't have the time, the energy, or I don't want to do it, or I'll do it later. So give yourself permission, actually even to be in different types of relationships or be open to new people in your path and your life at this time. Okay, I knew there was something. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So you're very aware of what you're creating, Soul Light. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, something else there. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, this, okay, aligning to the energy of the new vision. Look at that. Perfect. Wow, look at that. Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Let's move these over a little bit. You see that? Okay, so you're taking your dream and you're working on it. And again, the Queen of Pentacles, that Capricorn energy aligning with the Empress energy, you're very aware you're building something, you're creating something, you're bettering something in your life. You're bettering what you do, you're bettering yourself, you're bettering how you look, how you think, whatever. You're bettering your circumstances. And it's working because it's also coming from some kind of deep inner urge. I feel like you probably have purged something. You might be letting go of something, or you already have let go. Judgment for me is a turning point, but it's also renewal. There's a very Plutonian energy with Judgment because it comes from the soul. Like, this is done, this is over, or you're connecting more on a soul level to receive the guidance, the input. In other words, I feel like with this group you could be peeling the layers, the barricade, letting go of the layers that aren't you, the letting go. And the one thing to be aware of is to flow, not to overwork. This group is going to be so inspired that there's a big push to, I got to do it now. I got to make it happen. What do I got to do? Or I got to get this. So you're very aware energetically and perhaps, subconsciously, psychically, maybe mentally, even emotionally. There's this interesting persistence, this drive that you're utilizing, this inspiration that you're utilizing, this motivation. There is this new energy that's coming in, right? And it's aligning you more to the right people and community that's best for you, the right people. So for you to align with this new vision, open up to friendship, open up to partnerships, just, ask people for help, support, share your ideas, your thoughts, keep working. You're working on your visions. You have a lot to create. You are a creator. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people here were generator or manifesting generators or manifestors. Maybe even generators, but I would say manifestors and manifesting generators. And you're also very aware of cycles, And again, you've got the bunny here, and sometimes in the Empress there is a rabbit, there is a bunny. So again, this whole idea of fertility, of growth, of creativity. What do I do with this energy, this urge? So aligning to the new vision for you, the version of the reality that is coming through you, is definitely gathering with others, answering that soul call, doing what you feel is more soul aligned for you, or more the soul purpose, meaning and purpose, however you want to look at it. The more that you can connect into, oh wow, okay, taking action. But it's action within cycles, Soleil. Let's look at that. It's not just action for the sake of action. But the Empress does stuff. The Empress doesn't just sit there. She gets off of that throne and does stuff, creates stuff. Wow, okay. Woman holding heart. I feel like this is an interesting story. So take action where your heart's desire is, where your passion is more, but also have patience. Okay, so I find that very interesting. I love that. So I do this layout because I like to do screen grabs. This acts as certain readings that I connect with. They act as my vision board. So let's see. Okay, I want to connect in. Let me just see. Where do we want to go, Soul Light? Take action on what you're receiving. but don't overdo. So there's a pace, there's a pattern, there's a rhythm. You're in a cycle. It's going to help you to go with the flow. Sometimes you get a lot done, sometimes less. Sometimes you focus on the outer focus, sometimes the inner focus. Sometimes you're meditating, sometimes you're contemplating, sometimes you're talking, sometimes you're listening. Really be aware. With the Empress there, you really, really need to be aware of your body instincts, your instinctual awareness, your body wisdom, your energy levels, your vitality, and where do you want to guide what it is you're creating? That's going to be the question for you. Where do I now want to put my energy, my attention? Energy, money, monetary energy, time, energy, attention, where? So certain things are going to take key precedence right now. Some things, not so much, right? Some things you just have to wait. So like, that's a message I'm getting. Some things you just have to wait. So let's see an area of your life also. So we have partnerships. So that's Juno, second house. Juno brings in commitment. So you're going to pay attention. Where are you committing your time, your energy, your focus? Where are you committing? And look, we've got the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. But this ties into the Knight of Cups and has a lot to do with community. Similar groups of individuals that are aligned, that are high resonance, resonating, like-minded individuals, hobbies, communities, group. So this is where you're going to find, this is where your gifts are meant to be shared, whether in person, online, or both. But this is the time for you to gather with others. 11th house can bring great friends. It brings friends that are very aligned. Whatever it is, whatever the group is. It doesn't always have to be spiritual, but it's saying that you find your alliances, you find your partnerships within group settings. Oh, I love that for you. Okay, we're going to do one more card. Kelly Sullivan Walden's Dream Oracle cards, an acquaintance of mine. She's been on the podcast a few times. Wow, see you reach your goals, Soulite. Mountain Hill. Okay, I love it for you. All right, I love my rune cards, so can we please do those? And then I'm going to close. We went over a little bit more. Let's see, where are they? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's just get a message. Okay, here we go. Wealth and abundance for you. Wow, look at that. Joy and harmony and awakening. Breakthrough to God's. Perfect for you, Soulite. This is where you go. This is how you align. So how do you align? Bringing more harmony and joy in your life. Having appreciation for the abundance that's already there, the gifts. And some of these gifts are going to come through people. In other words, some of these gifts are through friendships of some sort, whether at work, at home, personal, business, whatever. People, the support. Okay, anything that Soul Story number 1 needs to be aware of, or how to align more to the frequency of this vibrational shift that's coming in. Okay, 8th house, the moon. Whoa, moon and Leo, 8th house. Do use your soul gifts. Connect more to your soul. And you're attracting more soul connected, soul kindred spirits, kindred souls, people that are more aligned. You have something to do, Soulite. You have a mission. Your soul's purpose has a very strong mission, but it's to be with love, and keep room for personal relationships, for love, for heart connecting. Yes, you're meant to take action, but kind of with an open heart on what you feel impassioned on, a sense of purpose. But then then there's patience. You got to wait. ThIs or breakthrough doesn't happen overnight. ThIs is like the sunrise. So I really feel for you, honestly, if you really, really want to align to whatever it is that you're manifesting, creating, or drawing in, or you just even want to feel better, is just be an appreciation. Look around, and don't just focus on the work at hand, but you're going to be very, very inspired. And you've got a great next soul phase, soul level Yeah, you've got a great time that's coming in for you. And you may not yet believe it, but you'll begin to see it, and then you will believe it. All right, soul light. I want you to just, your soul insights mantra is, because you've got wealth and abundance. I'm aligning to the frequency of abundance in all areas of my life. I live joyously, prosperously, and abundantly. Keep me posted, Soul Light. Thank you for being here. And I really appreciate those. Some of you have, gosh, given me some great insight and comments. And you've done that hype, which I love because the little hearts. Anyway, I just appreciate how we're connecting here. So keep shining bright. Hello, beautiful soul. All right, you've got the Magician energy. This is soul story number 2, by the way. So you've got the Magician, and collectively, 2026, we are in a 1 energy pattern. Actually, a 46-1, which distills to 46-10-1. So you might want to look up those numbers and see how they resonate. Magician is a lot about action, and you have lapis lazuli here. So let's see what's coming up. How to align, or best align to the energies of the new vision coming in for you. Wow, get active. Now, 2 things I'm getting. Connect into your truth. But for some of you, there has been a deeper truth. There has been a new understanding of yourself, your life, perhaps even why you're here or what you want. And now you're really going forward or going towards that. I'm also getting that this group, there's a lot to do with perhaps communication or writing and getting clear. To align to the energy for you of the new vision, collective vision for you, and individual vision, your individual vision. The energy is clarity, clearness, connecting into the higher self. You no longer want to create a reality based on trauma or trauma bonding, or based on the lower octave of whatever. You're very determined. There's a strong focus. So for you, focusing, I want to say for you also naming and claiming it. This is what it is. I claim it. This is what I want. I claim it. This is what I'm doing. I claim it. So this is going to be a lot about empowerment for you. Perhaps you're even learning not only how to empower yourself, but others. Or you look around and go, hey, I'm empowered, or I've empowered myself. I've healed enough to trust, to believe, to do this or do that. So this is very determined. So when you connect into the energy of determination, of focus, you're aligning to the energies of this new vision. That's a great way, directing your energy. And we also call that focus. So when we direct our energy, we're focusing. For you, putting your attention on your intention. What do you intend? What is your intention? Now put your energy and do things that align to your intention. Do actions, have plans, put things in motion. So this is very much about putting things in motion and putting things in order with this lapis. Yeah, this is going to be a lot about order for you. Putting things in order. There's a new order coming in for you, a new way that you're doing something. And some of you, this could change how you communicate or how you share your content, is what I heard. There could be a different way of sharing, different way of communicating. I just heard keep it short. So do you want this reading shorter, or are you doing something that's shorter? Okay, we got 2 cards that came out. I like to take both. There might be a third. Oh, gratitude and thanks, cleansing body and spirit. And then we have air magic, writing, getting those downloads or getting inspired. So writing could be a way that you get in touch, whether it's journal writing, stream of consciousness writing, or maybe you're on Insta, maybe you're Substack or doing a blog, writing a book, doing ebooks, whatever, writing, communicating, posting. Air magic. But look at this, the Magician and lapis lazuli, the Magician. So this alchemical process. Okay, so like the message I'm getting for you is know how to shift your reality, how you're feeling. In other words, what gets you out of the doldrums, or kind of being down or depressed, or you keep taking a hit, or you've been patient and something isn't happening, something's not, getting fruition, or you're tired, you're exhausted. What do you do to cleanse and clear? Cleansing body, mind, and spirit. What do you do to rejuvenate? Some of you are actually going to be writing a book on something about that, either transformation. Now, butterflies could be really, yeah, what do you do to renew? I feel like a magician book, alchemy, alchemist book. Could even be like a recipe for something. I don't know if it's a cookbook or like the recipe for this or recipe for that. Use of aromatherapy also. I must feel like you're looking back, like job well done. Are you journaling what you're doing? Some of you could be journaling what you're doing. How you got here. There is, with this magician energy, there is like this. Now, though this is a timeless reading, it's about aligning to this energy, how to best energetically align, attune to this new vision coming in. But I do believe we have a retrograde in February, and also the 17th, we go into that fire horse. So I'm just wondering with you what you're looking back at, what you're recalling. What do there's something that you're looking back to wrap up. And I don't know if you're journaling, is this a diary, or are you actually writing a book or putting something in some kind of form of communication? Yeah, you might need to renew or meditate. I just heard to kind of dig deep, to kind of go within. But then you take action. So this is definitely aligning to more action and follow through, getting things done. Now, I even heard you might be doing lists. You might be a big list person of what you're going to get done, what you're going to work on or focus on, or what's important to you. This could be putting a plan together. Some of you, this is like a schematic or business plan, kind of a blueprint of what you want. There's a good way to do that that's not too heady, that I learned from some of my entrepreneurial techie friends that work with startups. Is called Lean Canvas. Lean Canvas, Lean Canvas, Canvas. Okay, let's look at the energy you're connecting in. Why is the soul story number 2, the energy pattern? The energy alignment. What's the new pattern? Because I feel like you could be initiating a new pattern. What is that? Ooh, release your attachments. That's the cleansing. Metal Tiger, 9, 27, 9. Get to a deeper truth. Yeah, one of the ways for you to really align to the energetics of this new vision is to evaluate, is to contemplate, look back, what you did, what you didn't do, where you are, what are you letting go of? You're cleansing, you're clearing something. Now, this could be, and then look at, we move here. Fire horse, effortless vitality. So this is a very, this is going to be just, kind of immediate future, how to align to this energy. But this is also for you the whole year and beyond, especially because you chose the magician. And also we're in a fire horse year. So you've got both. You've got the fire horse, effortless vitality, and you have the magician, which collectively we are in one cycle, the cycle of the magician. So you're upturning your life. There's and releasing attachments, whether that's habits, something that you're doing that you don't want to do anymore, or you did too habits, addictions, things that pull you off track or path. Because this is the year for you to really fly. And I do feel like what's going to happen with this group, you are going to be like a fine, thoroughbred. Open, free, but directed. That color, the passion, the purpose, clarity coming in here with the yellowish sun. This means that you're adopting a new way, and actually it's coming from your soul design, and it's going to be trickling into the avatar you, right? The holographic you, the human you, however you want to, call it, the ego. What's going to start happening, so like this is very fascinating, is, to me anyway, is you're developing a kind of a life skill set or strategy of not getting caught up in like what doesn't work. No. or you try something out. No, okay, whoa, not yet. No, put that over there. So what I really feel like one of the ways for you to really align to this energy and attune to it, like what she's doing, is to let go. Like go more, not just with the flow, be more open and, it's interesting, but it's something that you're letting go to life. You're letting go to your natural vitality and where you're naturally drawn. But you're also letting go of what doesn't nurture. And this kitty cat here, right? The white cat for purity, which means just wholeness, integrity, your truth. It has something, it's taking in more wholeness. That's your nourishing. So you're going to be doing more and more things that actually nourish you. Not just nurture, but feed you. Feed your body well. Feed your mind. Feed your soul. Feed your spirit. Because you're realizing, oh, I'm preparing for something. I'm doing something. I'm here to make moves. I'm here to create. I'm here to, whether it's even just your own life, it's like, oh my God, this is my life. I'm here to do it. So there is going to be this effortless vitality that comes in for you that you're harnessing. You're learning how to harness this energy. And I feel like it could run away or get away from you, but I feel with you taking time out to kind of contemplate, you're like, this is that some types of people or relationships, no shade to anybody, are perhaps not going to be in your life anymore. Yeah, you're moving into responsibility. You're taking on the necessary responsibilities, creating long-lasting trust and security. I'm going to say this again. You are taking on the necessary responsibilities. Here it is, Soulites. You're doing it, creating long-lasting trust and security. You provide reliable support for family, friendships, or work relationships, and yourself, of course. So that you're an initiator and you have this level of courage to do it. You're filled with courage and ready to face any challenge. Confidence and determination are your guiding force. Now, I just did a reading. I don't know if you saw it, but the career and money. And one of the things that I got was 2026 for many people is going to be overcoming obstacles, challenges, things that you just couldn't budge, couldn't happen. You didn't have the resources, whether people, money, friends, clients, customers, support, assist, whatever it is, where you live. 2026 is like slaying it. This is 2026 for a lot of people are going to be overcoming long-standing blocks. You are one of those. And it's all about growth. You're in a phase of personal growth. Challenges and hardships are helping you become stronger and wiser. But that's where you're letting things go. You're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Or I'm not going to put so much attention into that situation or that person or, that relationship. I don't really want to call out people, but it's just certain types of relationships. Oh my God, here we go again. Look at that. The Magician. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. All right. Soulite cleansing, clearing. You want to look at that? Nine of Wands. But under the Magician, yes, you've had some issues with what you want to create or manifest, but this is the year that you bust through. So you need to keep that consistency. 4 of Cups. And look what's on the bottom, Soulite. The World. So you're literally changing your world. Some of you, you're creating a new reality. You're creating a new place, a new way of living, a new place. So these are big changes this year, especially with Lapis. But they're not changes that are out of the blue. You've been working on these changes. And we got at the bottom, the 4 of Wands. So this is already happening, Soulite, okay? This is just a confirmation that what you've been doing, what you've been working on, as we say in the native tradition, is gonna grow corn, the growth. You're going towards the growth, okay? That's how you align to these energies. You go towards the growth. Simple as that. Go towards the growth. When you go towards what's growing, you let go of what's not working, what's stagnating. Now, growth might be slow. It doesn't matter. There's going to be an energy there. And again, you work on something, you gain, you receive it, and then you have to go within. So the message for you too, the way to align to what is growing in your life and what you're drawing in and you're manifesting, whatever your focus is Don't drain your energy, whether it's vital life force energy, effortless vitality. Don't drain your finances. Don't drain your savings. Don't drain your food cupboards. Don't let things get low so that you go into this Five of Pentacles energy. You're learning how to manage resources of some level. Ooh, snap. I love that. I love that. You're learning how to manage resources. And you are a resource on the planet. That's part of the gift. You are also a resource. So let's put this here and bring the metal tiger. So release your attachments. Fire horse. Yeah, I'm going to keep that there. Okay, so, oops, what was this that fell? Oh, that just fell out of the deck. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Fulfilled. You're creating a reality that is much more fulfilling. See, the magician takes the less ideal and makes it more ideal and more ideal. The magician works with existing circumstances or with existing... The magician doesn't hope and wish and pray that things were different. The magician looks at their circumstances and goes, how can I make this better? How can I make this healthier? How can I optimize this? You know, how can I draw this? How can I work with what I have, existing circumstances? So you're learning to do that, and that's what connects you into the cycle of what is being manifested for you, or what you're drawing in, what you're manifesting, what you're creating, what you're drawing in. You're doing it. This is very much about initiation and follow through and follow up. This again. Okay, let's see. We've got. Okay, let me just see here. Okay, do you not want these cards? Sometimes readings don't want certain cards. Do you want these? Is there a message here for soul story number 2? No. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. We're going to go right into 2 things. We're going to go right into the areas of your life. And I'm getting the message to take 2 cards for that. The areas of your life that are being more activated at this time. Now, that doesn't mean other areas are not being activated, soul light. It just means for this reading... And again, oh, this wants to come out. Oh, the moon. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. That's you creating from your dreams, making your dreams a reality. Okay, so they want you to focus on this image. Okay, Spirit is saying that in my guides. Oh, that's what you're doing, soul light. Okay, you're looking back. Some of you, you're meditating or going within. Some inner process where you're going, what about this dream, this vision? Some of you, you're getting the vision or pieces of it in your dreams. The moon here is also about nurturing your dreams. It's time for you to nurture your dreams, your goals, your vision. So that energy of nurturing, but some of you are really getting messages. You're getting glimpses of what's manifesting, of what's coming through in the dream state. Now, some of you, this could also be through meditation. I want to say that as well. Okay, very cool. Okay, I love listening. Because you guys are doing this, a collective. It's not just me connecting, you know, into the message. It's coming through. Wow. Okay, let's see what area. I want to look at the house. Whoa, look at that. The area of the 7th house will be greatly activated. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. And the 5th, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. This could bring in partners. This could bring in some kind of contract. This could bring in a publishing deal or some kind of contract. This, for some of you, this could be working with a PR company or somebody asked to rep you. So focusing on where you want to have commitment, what are you committing to, soul light? Look at that. The moon. Your creative projects, your ideas, nurture that. Nurture your creativity. Nurture the gift for you to create. Nurture the gift for you to express, to self-express, right? That soul expression. Nurture the gift of you to have clarity and get to your truth. Some of you, that this is the time to create, to manifest. You're a creator. You're the artist, you're the creator, you're the artist of your life. Have that courage. I want to say probably, and I'm going to take a couple more because I feel like this, I don't know, with this group, you've got the ninth house, you've got Gemini, and you've got Mars, action, Aries. Neptune and Saturn are going to be in Aries, ruled by Mars. You're putting action into, and it has to do with publishing or some kind of communication. I would hang out in cafes, coffee shops, travel. I feel travel, both local and international with this group. So this year you're initiating, you're making things happen. This year, it's going to be about you. This is not a passive year for you. So you might be getting up a little earlier. You might be doing a little more. You might be saying, Michele, I have a full-time job. Well, I don't know if you're doing stuff at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 11 p.m. or you're doing stuff on the weekends, but you are moving into a phase of more action, more activity in your life, more people, more relationships, more fulfillment. This is a bigger life coming in. God, I'm very happy about this group. Okay, take a big bite out of life, Soulite. Oh, I just said that, and look what, okay, take a bite. Wow, because I was seeing this apple, but this card came out. Take a big bite out of life. Take a big bite out of life. Well, I was seeing this huge apple psychically, but the teeth, you're going to get your teeth on some things, commitment. This is a year that you commit. So certain things you're not going to be able to do anymore because you don't want to, or they've served their purpose. So the message I'm also getting for you is just not to hold on. Don't hold on to what isn't working anymore. Let's put those teeth there. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let's see. I did more cards with you, but they came out. You see how you got to your truth so light? What I got from was don't use that deck. I love this deck, but don't use this deck. And because the perfect message, and what I do is like, to me, the cards are a visual interpretation of what's going on. And you take what you are drawn to visually. What you're not drawn to isn't for you. Or the words that I say. Again, that's the magician. It's learning what resonates with you, what applies to you. Okay, let's see. We're going to do the rune cards. Wow. Okay. All right. You're very concise, Soulite. Do you not want rune cards? Let's see what we got. Anything? I don't want to overdo. I don't want to have too much. So you're scaling down. There's something you're knocking out of the park. Creativity. There it is. It keeps screaming at you. Creativity. Use your knowledge, your wisdom. Again, this is the message that you hold in your hands, everything you need for this transformation, for what it is that you want to do. Ing, gestation, inner growth, patience. This is also a new beginning. This is something is ending. Something's over. I don't feel you have to wait anymore. That's the message I'm getting with this group too. That you're not going to be waiting for things to happen like you did before. Whoa, okay. Just as I said that, this jumped out. Oh my God, Soulite. Okay. Cards are flying. Your energy's moving. Okay, what's really important for you is to set intentions, to be very clear of what's over, what's ending. There's a demarcation line with you. And now you need to set new intentions. Write it out. Set new intentions. Do a voice note. Write it out. And align to the new intentions. That's going to connect you into this energetic frequency. Whoa, look at that. Jupiter. Jupiter in Capricorn. Look at that. Getting up that mountain. Capricorn, the goat. Wow, an 8th house. Whoa, you're here to manifest some specific things. Jupiter in Capricorn. Capricorn is the manifester. Part of your initiation on a soul level in the sign of Capricorn is manifesting, is creating structure, form, is manifesting, is creating. But the higher vibrational frequency or octave of Capricorn in soul-centered astrology is knowing that you're channeling from source, that it's not coming from ego, that you're the conduit, you're the channel. And so when you're doing business, whatever you're doing, when you're manifesting, when you're creating, when you're focused on career or business, or create or organizing something, it's not done just in drudgery. It's not done just in out of scarcity. It's not done out of the Five of Pentacles. It's done out of the Nine of Pentacles, gain, that you're opening up. Look at, she's got a channel here of the world. So you could have a shift where you realize that whatever you're doing, it's not greedy, it's not only 3D, it's not unconscious, it's not, no, you're here to create, you're here to manifest, you're here to, initiate, to organize. And eighth house is, it's coming from the soul, that Plutonian Scorpio house. It's coming from deep within. Again, it's coming from the subconscious, the dream state, into the Akashic, the astral, from the astral to the etheric is the dream space. All right, your Soul Insights mantra, my love, is I am here to manifest and create through a higher vibrational frequency connected to source energies as me. Boom. All right, beautiful soul, thank you so much for connecting. I really love doing these readings. It's kind of a little passion of mine, or turning into, and I learn so much by what I'm doing. And I just love how they connect. So thank you for your likes, subscribing. I appreciate the subscriptions and the hyping and all that stuff, so that I can connect with more people, and that brings me more joy and fulfillment. So anyway, thanks for being here. Lots of love and light. Hello, Radiant Souls. Great to connect with you for this reading. Please do remember, this is a general reading, connecting into the collective. Okay, so you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, I feel kind of uplifted. So how to connect into the energetics of this new vision, okay, that's coming in for you. We're looking through the lens of that Neptune-Saturn conjunction in Aries, and really all the aspects, what's going on in the heavens, in the sky for you, right? As above is so below. A relief. I do feel with this group, you've been working on stuff for a long, long time. And whether you're applying your learning lessons or what you've learned, there's kind of, I feel with this group, there's this ancient knowledge or wisdom from life experience that has come in. And so you're applying yourself differently to transform your world, transform your life, and to draw in or create, or literally manifest or to create. And manifest just comes from the French word to manifest, which means just to make visible. So just to make a reality some of these goals or dreams. But I also feel for you, there's a little bit of a dharma, karma clearing, something you've learned and you're done with. There's something that you are, some level of transformation for you. There's like this shedding with that snake. There's something like an old life, an old aspect of you, an old part of you. We'll know more as we tune in. But 10 is signifying both some kind of change, and with Malachite here, it could be that you have a new understanding of what's important to you now. Okay, I feel like there could have been some uncertainty of what was going on in your life, or now what you needed to focus on or wanted to focus on. I'm just hearing like you're getting something focused or in order, maybe more organized or in order. And or you've been doing that soul light, and so that's causing some kind of opening. Now, it could be a new direction. Let's look at that, what comes up for you with regards to that. And when we get the oracle cards out, and then get into tarot and see any other messages that want to come through, the channeling. Okay, something a little bit different here. Plant the seeds. Soul story number 2 may have a little bit of crossover for you if you were drawn to that. But the plant the seeds tells me this cycle for you, you're inserting yourself more in your life. I feel like you could be less passive. You're directing something in your life. That could be a big change for you. That you're kind of determined to make something happen or create something happening. And sometimes, especially on the spiritual path, or we're taught, not to, to draw it in, name it and claim it, but not to do the work. So there could be some kind of shift for you, and maybe you learned that lesson. Oh my God, I just said that. I said you just learned that lesson. This popped out. Learn from life. Yeah, okay, so like whatever you've learned from life and you've had help, you've had support, that's what you need to apply now. You're applying. I think you planted seeds and now you're going and doing something else. You put the time, energy in. You're kind of seeing how you're able to not just create and make things happen, but also I want to say for a lot of you is show up for yourself. What does that mean for you? It's about showing up for yourself, being there for yourself. Yeah, I just heard I understand the dynamics now of this situation or this relationship. So there could be some, we'll see as we get closer, but channeled message, I don't know who this is for. I'm getting something with relationship or certain relationships. You now know how to handle it or deal with it. Or some of you could be gathering with others to create something, or you're building something together. Because I see this person there, there's a hand there, right? You're getting a hand. You're getting someone's helping you. You're getting a helping hand. Some of you could have learned to ask for help. Okay, let's see the energy. Oh, wow, look at that. Didn't I say something about the snake? Oh, wow, this is amazing soul light, because malachite has also to do with heart energy. Love, kindness, heart. Look at that, living from the heart. And I was talking about the snake on the Wheel of Fortune. 54-9. I feel with this group, you've transformed who and how you relate, or what kind of relationships you're drawing in, whether business or where you're putting your energy, what you're putting stock in. Okay, this is a major transformation here. Okay. Transmutation of energy. So how you align to the energies of this new vision is you have to follow what you learned, the learning lessons. The message I'm hearing to tell you, you're not going to repeat the mistake. But yet you're more open. You're living from the heart. You are or are going to be enjoying more of the everyday things in your life, the little things, the tasks, the routine, the growth, whatever it is that you do on a routine basis. Why this living from the heart so late? Because you were closed off from hurt and betrayal. And what do we get when I ask that? Just opened. Live and love joyfully. That's what connects you to the new vision. I'm telling you, 2026 is a very profound year. I've been talking about these aspects, and as an astrologer, well, started in 2009, but 2011 really started honing in. And I was told by my guides in the mid-90s that 2020 was a turning point. And I have on Patreon some video of the visions that came through and about the pandemic, everything that happened. But 2020 is a big turning point. A little bit 2030, but more 2020, 2025, 2035, 36, 2040, 2045, 2050. 2050 have a whole new way of living and being in these different cultures. And you might be part of that soul light, or some of you, or you might be seeding those visions, of the state successions, certain states succeeding, moving on, reorganizing states, cities, where and how people live. You could be a part of that. You could be bringing your skill set to some kind of community, communal living, or a different lifestyle where there are people that are more aligned to you. That might be why the heart opening, live and love joyfully. But I do see with this group that you definitely are going to be attracting more kindness, and maybe you're kinder or kindness with people, or you're going to want to surround yourself with people like that. And that, so for you, really aligning to this new vision has a lot to do with living from the heart, living and loving joyfully, whatever that means to you, whether that's gratitude, appreciation, it's doing more of what you like, I don't know, it's all of the above. But okay, one just flew out, so let's see what that is. Ooh, passion. It's passion. Passion is igniting your relationships. Attraction and excitement fuel the connection, bringing vitality and energy. So living more from the heart for you is more emotionally connected, which means more passion. Beautiful. Okay, I get you. Wow. Okay, this card, I love what this has been happening lately. Certain cards I don't want to take because I'm in the middle of a shuffle. I shuffle off camera because sometimes it's too loud. And it came through, which was adventure. So you're ready to embrace new adventures, stepping out of your comfort zone to explore the unknown with courage and excitement. Let's put this over here. Oh, decisions. You're at a critical decision point in your life. Making a clear, confident choice will lead to positive outcomes. I think you're going to be following your passion, and I'm going to put this here. I think you're going to be making a decision to follow your passion or passions more, and you're going to go on a bit of an adventure. Your life is going to become more of an adventure, more passion in your life. Now, whether that's passion through purpose or traveling or relationships, relationships that you're really feeling a strong connection to, we shall see, Soul Light. Let's see what we got here. Now, not all the same cards want to come out for every group. Soul Story number 2 was very vocal about, there was a strong messaging of certain decks to you. So let's see what we've got here. Soul Story number 3. Okay, do we take them all? No, let's put them back. I only want one, so let's see. Wow, keeps wanting to have more. Okay, we have the thinking woman and the thinking man. Okay, let's see what we got. I feel like this group, because the reading is a little sticky, I feel like shifting gears. So you're probably in the process of this Wheel of Fortune, of living more from the heart, living with more, joy, and live and love joyfully, live joyfully. You're probably I think you're making a decision like, hey, am I going to really do this? That's what I'm hearing. What's my decision here? What am I making? Wow. Okay. Okay. Are those not working for you too? Okay. Okay. I don't know. Dream, this one. Wow. This is this is like a defining moment, like decisions. You're another one. So Soul Story number 2 may have some messages for you or crossover, because this energy was definitely not in Soul Story number 1. This group, you're picking and choosing. Okay. Wow, look at that gift. Okay. Be present. Okay, but with gift, I feel like this is also that you're going to receive more gifts and also see life more as a gift. And now, how do I want to explore it? What kind of adventure? Now, this could be daily little adventures. This could be you're going to be more out and about, on your broomstick, looking around. Are you planning a move, Soul Light? What is going on with this group? This Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, we got rise and see the higher point of view, and on the broomstick there. Your gift is also getting a higher view. Are you very intuitive or psychic? Are you a channel or a medium? Are you able to astral project? Are you getting into the spirit realm and seeing a higher view? That could be this group. You may be seeing your own timeline shift. You may be in the timeline shift as I'm doing this reading, and aligning to where you're actually meant to go. Okay. Yeah, aligning to where you're actually meant to go. Ooh, aligning to where you're actually meant to go. And I almost feel like this could be a spirit guide guiding you. It could be a person on this dimension, but it could also be like you're getting a hand or helping hand from spirit, you know, from some guidance, ascended master or spirit guide, you know, or spiritual guidance with what you've been working on. It's like I definitely feel with this group, you're planted the seeds, something's growing, you've been nurturing it, and now you can expand. Now you can go travel. Now you can go on an adventure. Now you can do other things. So if you've been wondering if look at this, King of Pentacles, if you've been wondering if you have a firm foundation or enough of a foundation of what you're creating or doing in your life, the answer is yes. Okay, this is very true. Okay, look at that. 10 of Swords. Some of you, the energy of investment, that you're moving on or moving away from what doesn't feel enlivening, doesn't feel passionate. That's with people. Queen of Wands. Now, I always look at Queen of Wands as very transformative. Definitely Malachite energy, change, creativity, moving forward, upward, sharing, you know, one's truth. But look at this energy. This is a lot about passion and purpose, or applying your passion to some purpose, or just the purpose of where and how you're living. And the Queen of Wands is big on expression and creativity, can be a bit stubborn. So that would be one thing under the 10 of Swords. You might be more open now. You might be, or the message for you is to be more open and less stubborn about what it is that you want to do. So I feel like you have a vision, you have an idea, you've planted, but now you got to go explore. Now, I don't know if this is research. Psychically, I see it could be research. For a lot of you, it's going to be getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your neighborhood, getting out of whatever you've been doing. Don't over-focus on that area. You need to allow something new in. 2 of Cups. Now, for some of you, this could bring a new relationship in, and you're building a new foundation. Some of you, the King of Pentacles is representing the foundation that you already have, and you're going out searching for more. You're going out exploring. So this for you is like, yeah, tend to your garden, but some of the things you need to let percolate. You need to let marinate. You need to let build on their own, and you need to start reaching out. So this is like definitely the energy of don't overdo, don't overwork, don't micromanage, don't keep counting your pennies, you know, your pesos, your money, your pounds. Don't keep looking at what your progress. How much am I getting for? How is this working? Yeah, that's going to slow you down. It's plant it and move on, create it and move on, do it and move on. Whatever that means to you. This is very clear with this group, because if you keep looking back, or you keep rehashing, rethinking, or looking at your progress, how much more am I going to do it? Am I going to make it? Look what I've done. Look what I've done. You know, look how I've changed. Look what I've created. Look how I've healed. If you keep doing that, you're going to miss things. There's things that you're going to miss in your life. You're going to miss the opportunities. Now, whenever you're watching this, something great happens, a great surprise next month. An opportunity, an opening. Through another person. I don't know if this is a friend, a colleague, someone you're collaborating with, or a new person. Yeah, don't keep looking in the past. So like, this is huge. How do you align to this new energy? Go where the transformational flow is. Yeah, cross-pollinate, can't be clearer. Get in other groups, other situations, other cafes, other museums, other pickleball places, tennis places, other whatever it is. Cities, states, travel, especially check out your local environment. Spend more time in your local environment. Spend more time exploring new places, new avenues. Let's Let's see where some of this energy is manifesting for you. Yeah, spend more time in new places. Get with other people. Talk to other people. Don't only, this group for you, don't only spend time with people you're comfortable with or what you know or people you know or what you've studied. This is really branch out. Some of you could be online. Some of you could be what you're studying or a different point of view or spiritual practice. With Gemini there, this is entertain new ideas, be in new places, pollinate in different areas. Okay, wow, look at this. It's about you, Soulite. Leo and Mars. Mars in Leo. Physical energy, drive, fighting spirit, flamboyant, passion. Yeah, this group, for you to connect into this energy, because I also feel like it's either an unveiling or a revealing energy, or you might perceive it as a new energy. Yeah, you might perceive it as a new energy. Let's put this little B because I want you to see that B. South Node. Don't let your past get in the way. You let go of it. You've let go of a certain way of looking at yourself, a certain way of identifying, a certain approach. This is about being more open. Let's see what areas are coming through for you. Whoa, 3. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not other areas of your life, but per this reading where I'm connecting in right now, these are some of the areas that are coming. Oh, Uranus, that snuck in. Okay, 11th house, but Uranus. Unexpected. You're going to have unexpected meetings. Some of you, within the next month or two, could be an unexpected meeting of someone that you end up dating. Could be a little older than you, or seemingly older, or established in a certain particular area. But the 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. 6th house, change your routine up, Soulite. Check in with yourself. Do for more of yourself on a day-to-day basis. Get into that creative flow. Gemini, do a variety of things. Multitask, multiplay. Branch out. 12th house, area of your life that is overwhelmed. The 12th house, so this again, you're getting messages subconsciously. There's subconscious messaging coming in, maybe from your dreams. 11th house, Leo in the 11th. Your 11th house could be activated this year. Mars in Leo. We have Jupiter that is going to be going into Leo. 6th house. Uranus, 11th house. Unexpected people that you're meeting, unexpected events, unexpected opportunities. Okay, the guides are so active right now. I don't know that if I've done so much meditation and being in nature, I don't know, but I got to just tell you, because I just don't, some things are coincidence, some things are a mistake, some things are synchronicity. When I sit at the table and I open the channel, it's synchronicity. April. If you're watching this reading when I upload it, or for anybody, whenever, whatever year, April. Remember I said something's coming up in the next month or two. Now I'm going to do this. I think this will either go out the end of January or February 1st. April, new beginnings, heart connection. April with this group is going to be really important. I feel like you could meet somebody unexpectedly. Now, that might be romantic. That may be just somebody that you're not sure where it's going to go, but there's a connection there, whether creative, collaborative, or just like a soul connection, like an interesting person that you meet and you start hanging out with. It turns into a relationship. I'm not exactly sure what kind, but I'm really getting with this group 1 to 2 months, 3 months, right between now and April. April, there's an adventure. There's a surprise. You got a lot of surprises, soul. And by the way, Malachite brings unexpected change, leaps, things happening quickly. Wow. I just heard the calm before the storm, but I don't feel the storm is something tragic with you. But look at that. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Someone is catapulted in your life. Maybe that's that person there where we see the arm. Well, like you're just doing your thing, doing your stuff, and boom, you meet someone. Someone special, someone important, someone that is part of the 11th house. It's part of luck, friends, social occasions. It's a wish fulfillment. Spirit is saying that the way to align to this energy frequency for you of the new emerging consciousness and the new vision that's coming through is to expect the unexpected. Don't be more Gemini-like. And Uranus goes into Gemini in April. Be a little, I just heard witty. Don't be afraid to show your wit or your humor. Some of you are really funny. Some of you have, oh my God, I love it. Some of you are just very, very witty. I got to look up something here. I want to see. I moved over Soul Light. Oh, Gemini, talkative, restless, murky. Yeah, talk to people. Talk to, if you feel safe, talk to strangers. People that, maybe you're sitting, you're at the barista, you're getting your, matcha latte or your, cappuccino or whatever. This is like, don't overly focus on work or the to-dos or getting ahead or getting something done. You need to get out there with passion, purpose, adventure, create that adventure. You have a very magnetically electrical, there's a nice new combination of electromagnetic energy of you that's coming in. Okay, Soleil, I'm not going to go on further. The readings are getting longer. I can just stay, particularly in your energy, very long. Because I can feel it. You're about to glow up, grow up, pop off. Yeah, there's something new catapulting in your life. Now, it could be a dream, a goal, a desire happens, manifests, comes to fruition. It could be a person. Wow, look at that. And I was just pointing to the horse. We've got trust and partnership. You definitely have a relationship coming in. Now, what kind, that's going to be up to you. If it's a new person, and then you got creativity and celebration. If it is a dating situation, I feel like there's also deep friendship, or it starts as a friendship. Or you're not so sure where it's going to go, is what I'm getting in this situation. But you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating this commitment, I heard. Don't be afraid to experiment, Soul Light. Try new things. Try things out. Just get out there. Look at this energy. You can screen grab that. Do a screen grab. It really tells the story of what you're going through, where you're at, your soul story, the new vision that's coming in. Look at that growth. Warmth, but change, manifestation, change, living louder. Yeah, years ago I had a small company, LOL, live out loud. Instead of laugh out loud, live out loud. Yeah, you're living out loud. You might be laughing out loud too, but you're living out loud. You're flying. Passion, purpose, decisions, having it coming together. You're coming out of a major slump. Major slumpola, Soul Light. You are coming out. What's that song? I'm coming out. I want the world to see. Yeah, look at that. If you've been hiding, if you've been held back, you're unique, getting into your own inner rhythm, drumming. You might meet someone at a drumming circle. I don't know. There's so many things with this group. I could go in so many different directions, but I really feel this is the energetics of how to align to and attune vibrationally to the new vision. And it's being more Gemini. I think that Uranus and Gemini is going to do you very well. I feel like the Saturn and Neptune and Aries with Mars here, Leo, Pluto and Aquarius, it's going to, that Leo energy, that, oppositions bring awareness of what we actually need to do. Oppositions bring decisions, though, because we can't stay stuck in opposition. So you got a lot of decisions. You've got new direction. You've got a new plan that's coming up. But, okay, Soul Light, let's get here. Wow, it's going to be in relationships, Libra. 7th house, so you've got 11th house. Okay, and then we've got, North Node in Libra. In the 10th house, new people on your path to destiny, Soul Light. New career, collaborations, support, people helping you. 10th house is, you know, it's is the house of destiny. It's the overarching, in a way, somewhat of a theme. It's our public identity. It's right. It connects with Saturn. So it's going to be people, more people in your life, probably a new community, being in community and groups. So one way that you align to this vibrational frequency of this new emerging consciousness that's coming through and seeding our visions now, it's seeding all of our visions, is the North Node in Libra in the 10th house. Career, ambition, but you're not doing it alone. That's the big key for you. You're your own inner authority. You're not doing it alone. You're open to help. Yeah, you're not doing it alone, Soulite. This is not solo time. This is people. This is partnerships, relationship. This is creative, collaborative. These are the relationships that you're drawing in are going to have a higher level of commitment, of follow through, of support. Yeah, be people oriented. Get out there, play, get out there, talk to some people. All right, your soul insights mantra. I think I got all the cards for you that wanted to come out. I'm going to pull one from here. Oh, got journey. Love it, love it, love it. You're going on a journey. Yeah, you're on your soul's journey. 10th house, path of destiny. The outer process of what you've learned, what you've attained. There's a book here, but you got to leave. You got to leave the house sometime. You got to leave the school. You got to leave the university, the uni. You got to leave uni. You got to leave. You got to go other places and not just stay in one place. You have to venture out, Soulite. Okay, your soul insights mantra is I am embracing and I am embracing and following through on my amazing soul journey. I am drawing in, manifesting, and attracting all that connects me to my passion and purpose, abundance, and a sense of adventure for me. Yeah. Please let me know how this unfolds for you. This one has really got me. This one, it started out kind of soft and quiet, but boy, oh boy. So let me know, name it and claim it. Let me know how this resonates for you. I'd appreciate subscribing and share the video if you feel someone might benefit by it or find it interesting or fun. That's for you to have more fun. And you already know so much, Soulite. Just apply that and branch out. Get out of your little comfort zone. Get out of your garden. Go visit another garden. All right. Just wishing you so much love, light, and wisdom. Take care.